We've had many programs that we've supported throughout the years. Community gardens, outreach vehicles, our meal programs, our storage lockers. And it was extremely important that we continued to support these programs that are reliant upon us throughout COVID and the tough last couple of years we've had.
These last 18 months have been like nothing we've ever gone through before, and I think that's true for all of us. But here at the Salvation Army, it's meant that every part of every one of our programs has changed. Thank you to everyone involved with Hockey Helps the Homeless for showing up during this very difficult time and sharing your support. You've been there for us for so many years, and we're very grateful that you continue to be there for us and for our community.
The funding from Hockey Helps the Homeless is so important to Anya and so important to continue receiving as a source for our programs, because the uncertainty of being able to offer programs during the time of COVID was really a stressful time. And so we're so incredibly happy that we are still able to count on Hockey Helps the Homeless during a time where I know fundraising would be incredibly difficult, where COVID was high and COVID was rampant, that they still were able to produce and give us a substantial amount of funding that they had given us previously. We raise our hands to you and thank you so much for the work that you do to help us do the work that we do.
Through the last 20 months of the global pandemic, Westminster House has become an essential service for youth, girls, and women to recover from addiction. Similar to Hockey Helps the Homeless, Westminster House had to stay a viable resource for families throughout COVID-19, and thankfully our community partners such as Hockey Helps the Homeless still provided funding so that we could support families to get their youth into treatment, especially during COVID-19 and at the intersection of a housing crisis, an opioid overdose crisis, a mental health crisis, and a pandemic. Without the support from Hockey Helps the Homeless, many families would not have been able to access treatment for their loved one at Westminster House. There is no gender-specific trauma-informed treatment for youth girls. We are the only treatment center option available for those that need specific treatment for their addiction.
My name is Lauren. I'm an alumni of Westminster House Society for Women. I am also an alumni of our youth program here, and I spent about 11 months here in total in treatment and definitely benefited the rewards from this facility. And what brought me here was that I, from a young age, struggled with addiction and mental health, also dealing with lots of grief and loss, which led me to a very dark place. And soon then, I started losing connection with my friends and my family, also bringing me to a very lonely and sad place. And I could not stop. My life became unmanageable, and all I could feel was the pain. And that led me to coming here, which completely changed my life. I came here when I was 18 years old and am now 2.5 years clean, which leads me to 21 years old. And I have had so many things come into my life, beautiful things like the friendships I've gained, the connection with my family again, which is amazing, and also just getting lots of support from the women here where I couldn't feel before, which has brought me a sense of belonging, which is something I needed in my life. And most importantly, my mental health is better than ever. I can say that today I'm 2.5 years clean and I'm full of happiness and love, and I can't wait to give back to others in this community and further.
Our families thank Hockey Helps the Homeless for stepping up despite not having a tournament last year and still coming through with funding so that we could provide treatment for youth girls. Thank you, Hockey Helps the Homeless.
There was a chance with COVID that we weren't going to be able to continue to support these great outreach programs that we've historically supported. And so it was really important that we didn't drop the ball on this, that we were able to continue with our legacy programs and provide support for them through this COVID and tough years. I'm so appreciative of the hard work and drive that our committee has shown this year. I want to thank all the participants and the sponsors for stepping forward during a tough year. And I just really want to thank everyone for being so involved in making Hockey Helps the Homeless a success year after year.